Johnny the fuck Minerals, who I don't even view as a real human being.
It's guys like Minerals.
Let's have it right.
He's not on my radar. I don't care about him.
You got the Minerals to
one of them brown envelope mobs.
No Minerals.
Minerals. Let's have it right.
Do you know what I mean?
Johnny Minerals.
The realness of this guy.
Minerals. Let's have it right.
Minerals FC need proper winning Minerals, mate.
Let's have it right. I'm just a brown envelope, or I'm
Absolutely screwed. Let's have it right.
Brown envelopes.
You brown envelopes from the club.
You got the Minerals to fight for his place.
You are in the woods wronging. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you taking the time out to say that. Cheers. This one's for you. Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
The Minerals.
Minerals FC.
Do you know what I mean?
Johnny Minerals.
Johnny the fuck Minerals.
The Minerals.
In them, we know that they have the minerals. We've not.
There's minerals that you need.
It's guys like Minerals and
You got the Minerals to
Let's have it right. Minerals. Johnny Minerals.
like Minerals is one of the very vociferous Chelsea fans.
Minerals FC mudded me. I couldn't give a shit about that guy.
Let's have it right.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Can everybody just stop getting shot? So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well in life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to piece that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We've got the notification bell ding dong. Let's have it right so you know we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boys. We see things I'll never see. And salute to no surrender mentality. And big up to everyone. Big up to you, Guni. How are we doing, my geezer? Lovely to have you on, as always.
Oh. Well, I don't know what's going on here. Hold on.
Oh, we lost him.
Can you guys see me?
We can
Or
see
hear
you.
me?
Yeah, we can see you. We can hear you loud and clear.
Oh shit! 1 sec.
He's been taken in, bruv. What an intro. Straight away, Guni's been a brown envelope matrix has taken Guni, bruv. He's gone. Guys, smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe as well. Respect to everyone in here. It looks like a bit of Guni in Interstellar, bruv. You know what I'm saying? He's in some sort of aircraft. I don't know where he's gone, bruv. But they've taken Guni. They've taken Guni, bruv. We don't know where he is. Where's he gone, bruv?
I don't know what happened there, but you can hear me good. You can see me good, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm not sure what happened there. I was being
Stellar
sabotaged
Guni,
by Blueco. Blueco were trying to get me out of here, bro. I haven't even said anything yet. You know what I mean? Give me a chance. Give me a chance. But now, man, listen, pick up yourself, Johnny. It's been a little bit overdue, man. Do you know what I mean? But always like talking football with you. Big up the Minerals Army, as always. You, man, in the chat. And ladies as well. You get me? But I'll never forget you lot. You lot are the realest out here. But yeah, man, I'm here. I'm surviving. 3-1 win yesterday. I know we're gonna talk about that because obviously it's always nice to get a win over the Scousers. However, celebrations. What is going on here, bruv? Is this connection gone again?
Nah.
Fuck.
I can hear you, bruv. They don't want Guni to speak. They don't want him to speak. Interstellar Guni is live and kicking. Live and kicking. You know what I'm saying? What a great start. What a great start to the show. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone in here. I see you all in here in the chat. Respect to everyone. Oh, we've lost him twice already, bruv. We can see how this one's going to go. He's been taken out, mate. Yeah, he's been taken out, bruv. But we will, I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back. What's everyone saying in the chat? I want you all to land it. You know what I'm saying? Forget the brown envelope matrix. They can't touch us, bruv. They can't touch us. What we're going to do on this show, we're going to talk about beating the champions. We're going to talk about the result, the game. We're going to talk about something that I don't like, that I'm I feel embarrassed with. And also we're going to react to the Swiss merchant who got interviewed. We're going to react to that as well. So it's going to be a banger. Trust me. Eunice talks Bonnie Blue. Is that what's happening now? You know what I'm saying? We don't know where he's gone. He's literally been abducted, mate. This is beyond alien, bruv. Yeah? This is beyond alien. Big up to Brian. He says, big up Guni and land Don Roman twice to start it off. Let's start it off with Don Roman and the elite standards and mentality. Let's go. Oh, what? We missed Don Roman, didn't we? We all missed Don Roman. Like, what are we doing here? We all missed Don Roman. So we'll wait for Guni to come back. We don't know if he's going to come back. The aircraft doesn't sound like it's in any kind of healthy condition, bruv. But I don't know if everyone's seen the review that I put out yesterday. Listen, we love beating Liverpool. Beating Liverpool is always a delight. They are the champions. We're the first team to beat the champions. They've only lost 2 games all season, and now they've lost 3 since we've beaten them. So obviously that's a nice little touch. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting for Guni to load up, bruv, but he's in the black hole. Like Eunice. Eunice was in the Matrix, mate. And Guni's gone, bruv. He's gone. What a shambles. Where are we, bruv? Where have they moved you to, bruv?
I've tried to move to a location that's a bit closer to the Wi-Fi. Bro, this is I'm telling you, it's like Agent Smith.
Yeah,
Clear Lake they just keep coming. They just keep coming, people. This is what happens when you talk the truth about Chelsea. They keep coming for you. I'm telling you. Right. Hopefully we can hold down a decent connection here. Yeah. let the good prevail, man. Listen, we've got to let good prevail today. But anyway, we got the result yesterday, but some of the reactions are just over the top. A little bit too much. You know what I mean? Like this blue coating and chasing me down, bro. They're doing too much, fam.
Bruv, do you know what? Yeah, let's just go straight into it. Listen, if Liverpool hadn't won the league, we ain't winning that game. I don't care what you tell me. Yeah, if Liverpool have actually a meaningful game to play for points, and it meant that they're closer to winning the title, it would have been a whole different scenario. They played their B team, we played our billion team. You know, so we should be beating them. You know, they had all the possession in the game, and it weren't Maresca ball yesterday. In fact, it was the complete opposite. And look how we actually performed.
Oh yeah, and good point that you made is, and I feel like that point has kind of gone over a lot of people's heads. I don't know if it's because it's excitement or it's because we've beaten Liverpool for the first time in a while, but they're not playing for anything. These men have a hangover. They couldn't care less. The league title's already in their hand. Oh man!
And they've won the title in probably the worst Premier League season in terms of levels, quality, competitiveness. Like it's like another title they've won where it's like it don't mean nothing. It's not like they went toe to toe with Arsenal to the last game of the season and they won it by a point, or do you know what I mean? Like, or Man City, how they won it over Arsenal last year and the year before. Like, there was none of that excitement. There was none of that kind of like to the wire, bruv. And he's gone again. Oh man, what a shambles, bruv. I'm sure he'll be back. It is what it is. I think everyone is going over the top. You know, they need to get their heads checked. And you'd think we won a title yesterday. You'd think we won a trophy yesterday with the way everyone has gone. And to me, a win's a win, and we've beaten them, and we've got closer to achieving the target of getting Champions League football, which is their trophy. You know, we've gone through 3 years of this dross and spending 1.6 billion, and we are only just trying to get Champions League football. We're not actually trying to win the Premier League. We're not trying to win the Champions League because we're not in it. We're not even in the Europa League to try and win that. That's what I'm saying, bruv. Like, where are the standards at? Where are they at? It's mad to me. It's absolutely mad to me. Standards are in the bin. They have been, and they'll continue to be, because we played a B team Liverpool, drunk, didn't give a shit. They don't even care they lost. You're not going to get a better opportunity than that. In fact, you're very lucky, Enzo Maresca and Bluco. Very lucky that you got to play Liverpool in that situation. Because any other situation, it ain't happening. And that's the reality. You know? After the game, you got footage from Chelsea's account of all the players in the dressing room celebrating, dancing, playing music, like they'd won a fucking trophy. Now, no disrespect, but do you think a Jose Mourinho, a Carlo Ancelotti, a Thomas Tuchel, after the season we're having and where we are, would they be celebrating like that in the dressing room? Let's be real. For beating Liverpool to try and get close to getting top 5 when you've been second, third in the league for majority of the season. Get out of here, bruv. Get out of here. Absolute waffle. Yeah? I'm actually disappointed with Reece James, the way he reacted. Do you know why they're all buzzing? I'll tell you why. Because if they do get Champions League football, they're getting their bonuses. Because it's all about money. Yeah? It's all about money, bruv. I'm telling you now. Yeah? That is not mentality at Chelsea, to be celebrating like that in the dressing room. It's fucking embarrassing to me. And I don't give a shit what people say to me. That was embarrassing. You know what I mean? Reece James was celebrating like that in the dressing room after he won the Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. Now he's celebrating it, winning a game against Liverpool, a B team Liverpool, to get 3 points. Tells you how far we have fallen as a football club. Level, standards, intent, challenging, ambition. It's all about the pound note, isn't it? It's all about, if we get Champions League football, we get that dollar. We get that pound note, bruv. You understand me? That's where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Guni's gone, so we're going to land it. We're going to fucking land it, bruv. Man knows internet. Yeah. Man, no internet. So, I want to get into that. That, for me, outright embarrassing. Forget about it, yeah? Don't be bringing me that PR. That PR is a joke. And I'll call it out. I'll call it out, and I am calling it out. And there's nothing anyone can do about it, because I can say whatever I want and do whatever I want on this platform, on my channel. And if people don't like it, then jog on. You can take your toxic positivity elsewhere, because that for me shouldn't have even been displayed. But they want to do it because they want to try and show, oh, we're all together as a family. Where were we since fucking December then? Where was all this buzz atmosphere in December? What about Enzo Maresca coming out and saying, oh, the environment was fantastic? What about when he turned around and said it's because of the environment that we conceded a goal and Sanchez kicked the ball out? You've all got short-term memory loss. Yeah? I don't. This gaffer is very lucky. In fact, we won that game because the players didn't play his shit tactics, his shit inverted football, because it don't work. He got outplayed possession-wise by a B-team Liverpool side. They outplayed us. We sat back, we countered, and we score. And they're the facts. They're the facts, bro. End of. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on what I've just seen on the Chelsea account. They're taking the piss, obviously, putting up sensitive content with the goal after 3 minutes. Enzo Fernandez scoring. Listen, we celebrate a win and we like to beat them. I can't stand Liverpool, and it is what it is. But there's always context. There's always address the reality. And people don't like reality. They don't like truth. At the moment, everyone is buzzing. Oh, we're getting top 4. We're done. We're getting Champions League football. Wicked. Blah, blah, blah. We have to go to Newcastle. We have to beat Man United and we have to beat Nottingham Forest. And it all depends on Nottingham Forest tonight. If Nottingham Forest lose, then yeah, it could very well be like that way. Or it will still go down to the last game of the season. But it's still not done. It's still not mathematically done. And listen, to be the first team to beat the champions, that I will celebrate all day long. All day long. All day long. But the toxic positivity is mad to me. And I get it, I guess. I get it. Everyone gets a bit giddy and whatnot. But there's a reason why I say I don't forget certain things. And you'll understand as the show goes on why I'm saying that. Yeah? Because there's a lot of things people forget. But listen, top 5, we're lucky we've got a 5th spot to get Champions League football, because if there wasn't a 5th spot, we wouldn't be getting Champions League football and you wouldn't be having this discussion. And that's the reality. That's the reality. The scarier and the bigger picture is we're not going to be able to compete in the Champions League. We rely on Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer decided to turn up for the first time since January. And I don't know what it was. Is it the fact that he's not injured no more? Potentially. Is it the fact that we were playing counter-attacking football instead of possession-based football against low blocks? Potentially. Is it because he thought, fuck it, I'm going to give it a go, and he felt like we've got something to play for now? I don't know. But why he didn't turn up for all those games, and I don't even mean turning up for just goals and assists. Forget goals and assists. I'm talking about being in the game, present in the game. Where was he? Because he wasn't. I think he's got a right to call out the trolls, but the PR's a bit overkill right now with Cole Palmer. Caicedo wins player of Chelsea, the players' vote of player of the season at Chelsea, and the supporters' vote is Caicedo for player of the season, which I called out months ago. He's the most important player and has been the most consistent player, so respect to Caicedo. And it probably means a lot to him. But Caicedo didn't even get into the team of the year in the Premier League. So if you're looking at Chelsea in isolation, yeah, Caicedo is the best, most important player. He is one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Facts. But why is he not in the Premier League team of the year? Is it agenda on Chelsea, or is it just the fact that Chelsea aren't really relevant? They're not really competing on any level, and maybe that's why. And other midfielders get in there, or players get in there that have overachieved with the clubs and the levels of the clubs that they're at potentially. But Caicedo, for me, clear as day. He's an absolute general. He's been absolute class throughout the whole season. Gives everything for the shirt. Plays in any position. He'll play right back. He'll play DM. He'll transitions. He's all over the pitch, and he's class. He's class. He's a player I wanted, and we're very fortunate to have him. We're already hearing from the PR that he's going to get a contract extension already. Slow down, bro. He's already on 7 years. How many more contract extensions do you want to give? So, well deserved. Cole Palmer, obviously, he showed his how much Caicedo means to the team. At the end, the celebrations were pretty nice. I can't lie. Caicedo on his knees and Cole Palmer goes and hugs him, whatnot. That's quality. And, you know, Cole Palmer is essential. But I will say there's one player in particular that goes under the radar, who actually has proved that he's the glue. But the thing is, I can't benchmark with this game because it's about the season, it's about consistency. But for me, Lavia has shown that he's probably the most important player to keep fit in terms of keeping the balance for transition from defence, midfield to attack, to protecting the defence, to shielding, the way he shields the ball, the way he's forward thinking, the way he allows Caicedo to do his job a little bit higher up the pitch, and Enzo Fernandez to push up with Cole Palmer. You know, for me, Lavia has got all the qualities and all the ingredients, all the minerals to help us develop. But the problem you got with Lavia is he's never fit. This is 2 seasons now, and we've hardly seen him. When we do have him in the team, when he's actually close to match fitness, you can see the difference in how we play. But I need to see that against Newcastle. I need to see that in an informed Newcastle at their ground, not a B team drunk Liverpool that have got nothing to play for. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can see the clear signs that Lavia is very, very important. Very important. But how can you rely on this guy also for next season? You can't. And that's the problem you got going forward. You can't rely on him. So you need to go in the market. You need to find someone better than him with more experience that it will be available. Because don't forget, there was rumours that they're looking to sell Lavia. Listen, every player at Chelsea's for sale. No one's safe. At the right price, everyone's for sale. There's no such thing as squad building. There's no such thing as trust the process, because there's no process to trust. All right? Right now, the focus is Champions League for financial reasons only. They need that pound note. They're desperate for it. So for me, you know, as important as Lavia is, if he's not in the team, then you can see the deficiencies even more. But that goes down to squad building. And that goes down to recruitment. That goes down to the Carrington Winstanley and Stuart Little. And their whole model with how they buy. You're not going to go and buy experience. You're not going to bring in some world-class player, DM position, a natural number 6. You're not going to have Lavia competing with that player. That's the reality. So if you look at their so-called spine, well, Lavia's never fit, so you can't even put him in it. And then you go back to, how can we accommodate Enzo Fernandez? We need 2 midfielders in there to compensate for Enzo Fernandez. The only way you can get anything out of Enzo Fernandez is when he has a little bit of a free role. You cannot rely on him to defend. You cannot rely on him to cover ground, because he can't. He's proved that for almost 2 years. He ain't that player. So then you're asking Caicedo to do all the dog work. And you can't expect Caicedo to do that. And Caicedo, another reason why he's player of the season as well. This geezer's played 90 minutes of every fucking game. Every single game this guy's played. He's not had any rest. Warrior, general. I mean, fuck me. How he stayed fit is unbelievable. Out of all the players they've been dropping like flies, Caicedo ain't. He has never got injured. We're very fortunate that's the case, because I think if Caicedo was injured and Lavia's out, who do you turn to? And that's where it comes down to squad building. Your depth in squad ain't good enough. So if we get Champions League football, how the fuck are we going to compete in the Premier League and the Champions League? See, everyone wants Champions League football, but I think you're going to be in for a real surprise next year. That's for you lot to realise, not me. You know what I'm saying? I have to address Trevoh Chalobah, right? The disrespect shown on this kid from melts on the timeline, YouTube platforms, dismissing him, accepting the treatment that was given to him, telling us we got better defenders, for him to then be exiled and come back. I said it from day one, and I said it when he left. Trevoh Chalobah is our best central defender. Out of every defender that they bought and every defender that we got in our squad, Trevoh Chalobah is the best one. By far, clear. And now everyone's, oh, I want Trev. Like you didn't have a sample size under Thomas Tuchel. Like you didn't overhype the dross that these lot brought in. You flip-flop merchants. The kid's Cobham. Loves Chelsea. Yesterday, he played like a captain. Yesterday, he played like a leader. Yesterday, he was the best defender. And do you know what the funny thing is? They're going to sell him for the pound note because they want to bring in Bournemouth's defender. But Trev's better than Colwill. So why can't we have Trev and Huijsen? Why can't you go and get me a Bastoni? If we qualify for Champions League, why can't you get me a Bastoni type player? Because the wages are too high. So we're going to be doing the same shit in the market, except they're going to be using Champions League money to do it because they've spent all the money that was given to them that they loaned and that they're paying interest for now. This is the point. This is the point. Everything at the club stands. Everything behind the scenes, the model, the dictatorship, the yes man model, it doesn't go just because you get Champions League football or because you win a Conference League. In fact, it's going to prolong it even more to the point where you'll be crying years later and then it's completely done. See, I'm past that stage, me. Like, me, I've accepted it. It is what it is now, you know? I've accepted it. But don't be surprised if there's plenty of players in this squad that are going to be sold and gone. And it's going to be your little favourite ones as well. And then what are you going to say? What are we building towards? That's what I'm saying, bruv. It's going to be a hefty price to pay. It's going to be a hefty price to pay. 100%. So for me, Trevoh Chalobah, they will sell him for the pound note, and it's going to be an absolute disgrace. And you're going to get the same melts that are propagandering now going and trying to justify it. And then overhype players that they bring in. And Trev played under Thomas Tuchel. Trev played in our Roman Abramovich team. But was he our best defender then? We had Thiago Silva there. Thiago Silva that learnt off Paolo Maldini and Nesta, who learnt off Baresi and played with Baresi. And Trev played with Thiago Silva. So Trev's learnt from Thiago Silva. And that's what we miss and will always miss under this ownership. You need experience, leaders, winners, and world-class players to help develop the young players that you bring into the team, into the squad. In training, week in, week out, in games. If you do not have that, you're never going to develop to the level you need. You know what I'm saying? Trevoh Chalobah is proving that. Because he's levels above everyone. So that's where we are in terms of what's to come and recruitment. And I hope everyone is all good with that. I'm sure you will be all good with that. But those pure profit players, they'll be sold. No one can tell me that no manager would want a drop Reece James, who is fit and ready, who is actually your captain of your football club. Unless you've been told to drop him. You've been told to drop him because you want to keep him fit so that you can sell him in the summer. Now, you lot don't see it like that. You lot think it's a tactical decision. Bollocks. It's not. Was Reece James not capable to do the job that Caicedo did yesterday and just put Caicedo in the midfield? Because you saw the difference with Caicedo in the midfield. When Gusto come on, we actually looked even better, looked stronger. Caicedo ended up winning the penalty. How they treated the Matsons, the Lewis Halls, the Mason Mounts, all these players, Conor Gallagher, they will do the same to Reece James. They'll do the same to Trev. Well, they've already done it to Trev. They've already done it to Trev. And facts, you brought on Gusto instead of Reece James. Embarrassing, bruv. Fuck me. Right? This is why, people forget what Enzo Maresca's said, what he's done, how he's acted. All right? For me, of course I want this guy gone. Because he's a fucking yes man. He ain't good enough to manage Chelsea Football Club. He went against the supporters, blaming them. You think I'm going to forget that? He's nothing but a pawn. He's not elite. He's not experienced. He hasn't got the fucking minerals to take Chelsea to the holy grail of winning the Champions League and Premier League. And because of the the way the league has been this year in terms of so many teams falling off, so many teams inconsistent. That's the only reason we are where we are. And the audacity for him to come out and say, oh, the environment was fantastic today. Oh, it's great today, is it? Is it great? Yeah. What about if we lost to Liverpool and the environment was good? Are you going to call out the environment? No. It's all PR. It's all bollocks. Everything at this football club's PR. It's just like a conveyor belt of fucking PR. Not me. You don't con me. I see it for what it is. And the reality is, they planted the seed with Cole Palmer of all the interest of Cole Palmer and he might go to Man United and this and that. Listen, the ownership want that. The ownership want a bidding war. The ownership want that 100 million plus offer. That's cash money for them, bruv. That's what their model's based upon. And if Cole Palmer wants to leave, Cole Palmer knows he's levels above everyone in the team. The geezer's been carrying us ever since he signed for us. He's literally carried our football club. If, for example, if Cole Palmer didn't turn up yesterday, like he has been for months on end, yeah, do you think we win that game? No. We don't win that game. Neto didn't fire. Madueke didn't fire. Jackson definitely didn't fire. He was too busy firing off sides. Enzo wouldn't have had that opportunity to run in because Cole Palmer wasn't there to change the direction and movement to receive the ball from Lavia, and Neto wouldn't have got the ball across it. This is what I'm saying. And people go, oh, yeah, but these are all what ifs and buts. But that's the reality is Cole Palmer, everything was through Cole Palmer. All the goals were through Cole Palmer, except obviously say they're winning the penalty. But he still put the ball in the net. So that's where we are, bruv. You know. And we're going into a 7th transfer window to see, are they going to change? Are they going to bring me some experience? Are we actually going to get something? Are we actually going to get that world-class striker? Are we actually going to change our goalkeeper? Like, where are we going here? Who's going to get sold? Every transfer window is going to be like this. Every fucking transfer window will be like this. I can't buy into that. And I won't. I know the true agenda of this ownership. That doesn't change. They're not going to change. So I'm not changing. Because we beat Liverpool, you think I'm going to be changing and it's all fucking happy-go-lucky. No chance, bro. It's a bare minimum requirement to get Champions League football at Chelsea. Ask John Terry, he told you. It's a bare minimum requirement to win the Conference League because it's so fucking mid. It's not even a trophy we recognise. You know what I'm saying? But look, I get it. Everyone wants Champions League football, these channels, because they want to do Champions League watch-alongs. They want to do reviews. And I get all that. I understand all that, man. But we've got the bigger picture here. Got the bigger picture here. Trust me. So I want to react I want to react to Chelsea Fan TV now. So make sure everyone smashes that like button. Let's get it up. Oh, yeah, let's not forget Roman's book's coming out. Yeah? And let's see what Roman Abramovich, the Don's, going to land in that book. Yeah? All right. So after the game, you got the Swiss billionaire who's actually worth more than every other owner, who's a minority shareholder at Chelsea. And he was walking casually outside the bridge. So we're going to do a reaction to this. Let's go.
Andy Wyss, how are you doing? Are you okay? Can I ask what you thought about the game today? What did you think about the game today?
I mean, firstly, to ask him what he thinks about the game, the geezer has no fucking clue about football whatsoever. He's not a football fan. He's never liked football. So to ask a guy that doesn't like football, doesn't know about football, to ask him, what did you think about the game today? Is funny to me, bruv.
It was a fast, well-played game by both teams. Faster than normal.
Yeah.
The teams were in great shape, both of them.
What do you think?
Fast and durable game. Both durable. The fuck is that, bruv? What kind of assessment is that? Fast and durable. What are we talking about? Duracell batteries? How long we can keep the PR going to fucking fob off all the supporters? Mad. Yeah.
Stands out about Chelsea at the moment. What do you think we are good at?
I think we're now playing as a team, not as 11 individuals.
Right, so we've just beaten Liverpool, B Team Liverpool, and all of a sudden this geezer's coming out saying we don't play as individuals no more, we play as a team. All season we've been playing as individuals, and one game where we don't play their yes man's tactics and system, we look like we're playing as a team. You can't make this shit up, bro. God.
And I think the coach really has brought a great spirit into the group.
Yeah, he's brought up great spirit. He come out and called out all the supporters, saying that it's because of the environment that we conceded goals and we're losing games. Great spirit, great environment. It's one game against Liverpool. That's why you had the atmosphere, because we hate Liverpool and we beat them. Yeah?
To spend team time with them in the locker room. Yeah. And they all were talking to each other.
Oh, so he went into the locker room, which we call the dressing room. So Wyss was in there, Siri Merchant-Egbali, Meatloaf Bowley, Kerry Winstanley, Stuart Little, Joe Shields. We're all in the dressing room after beating Liverpool. This is why they're all playing music, dancing around like they won a trophy. Fuck me, bruv. Why is this geezer going in the dressing room? What's he going in the dressing room for, mate? What's he going to fucking say to him? Fucking hell, they probably allowed all the brown envelopes in there as well. They probably had a field day. Everyone had a field day going in there. Wow, standards are in the mud. Absolute mud. And he's outright telling you, by the way, we're going in that dressing room, no problem. Yeah, no problem.
They all were congratulating each other, and the coach gave a great motivational speech.
And just one more.
Oh, lovely. The coach gave a motivational speech. Where was the motivational speeches? All right. All season. What about since December? Where were the motivational speeches? What about all the fucking PR that this guy's been offloading week in, week out? Come on, bruv. What are we doing here?
Question for you, Hansi. What's your thoughts on Chelsea going into next season? There's a lot riding on Champions League football, and also the stadium as well. I mean, me personally, I think Earls Court is a good option. I don't know.
What? Earls Court is not a good option. Earls Court is what they want. You're basically asking them what they want. You're giving them what they want. We want to stay at Stamford Bridge. Redevelop Stamford Bridge like Roman was going to do. And we're saying what? We want to move to Earls Court. Who the fuck wants that? Who wants to move to Earls Court apart from all the melts on Twitter? What? Why are we even talking about stadium? Why don't we ask the question about signings? Are we going to bring in some experience?
Know what your thoughts is on it, but a lot of fans want to stay at Stamford Bridge as well.
Earls Court would be the best option we can even think of.
Oh, there you go. It's the best option we can even think of, which is why they trademarked our name, Chelsea, the Chelsea, and CFC LDN, because of CPO, and they want to move. They need to move. That's what Meatloaf Bowley wants. This guy is part of Meatloaf Bowley's consortium. So he's in favour of Bowley building a new stadium in its entirety. They all are. They're all on the same page. Yeah? But you ain't going to get Earls Court.
If it's going to happen, I don't know.
Okay.
There's a lot of obstacles. Right now, we don't have one person who drives that project. That's what we need. You know.
You haven't got one person driving the project. You've hired Goldstein. You've got Bowley. You've got Mark Waters. You've got Siri Merchant, Clear Lake, and no one wants to take the leadership. It's bollocks. They're all on the same path. It's just that they don't want to give away that they need that permission and the help, financial help from the UK government, because they don't have a pot to piss in right now to move, relocate and build a stadium. That's the reality. They need Champions League football. They need that revenue. They need that new sponsorship deal for them to even think about it. And Earls Court, they're going to build a school. They're going to build new residential premises. They're not going to stop all that for a stadium. No chance, bruv.
I mean, the meetings, the directors' meetings and so on.
Of course.
Not that we have one project where I said I'm going to make it happen. It's not going to happen.
I'm with you. Thanks for your time, Hansi. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you, buddy.
You.
Hansi Wyss, how are you doing? Are you okay?
So this geezer casually strolls down like he doesn't know Chelsea Fan TV there, because if we all remember, Egbali done a runner. The last time Meatloaf Bowley walked down there and was asked about the game, he didn't want to, he said shit game, and then he didn't want to speak. Egbali does a runner like he ran away from a 12-year-old boy, but yet this guy, he's come to have a chat. And everyone says, fair play to him. He answered the questions, yeah? Fair play to him, yeah? All right, let me show you about fair play, yeah? Let me show you about fair play, yeah? Because I don't forget. You see that little wannabe Bain merchant, yeah? All right, this geezer, all right? Take in the Wyss, yeah? Potential Chelsea buyer, Wyss, not a football fan, won't spend big on transfers, and only wants club to be rid of Abramovich. Chelsea's potential Swiss billionaire, buyer has no great liking for football. He's driven to buy by his lack of respect for Putin-linked Roman Abramovich and won't splash out to secure silverware. Not once did that Wyss in that interview say, we're moving in the right direction, we want to win trophies, we want to play great football. All he's talking about is stadium. Asked about the stadium. Talked about what did he think about the fucking game. When this guy isn't even a football fan. He's got an agenda on Don Roman. You see, my loyalty, my allegiance will always be with Roman Abramovich. You think I'm going to suck up to a wrong'un like that? Who's fucking killed our club? Who's part of the consortium of all these fucking agenda merchants at our football club? Yeah? Fuck that. Yeah? You want to tell me to shut up? You can't shut me up. You're in here, mate. Yeah? Because it's facts. This guy hates Roman. He only wanted to buy it to get rid of it for Roman. He didn't want Roman to own Chelsea. They want all the real estate. They want the fucking pound note. So no, I ain't asking him what he thinks about the game because he don't know football. The guy's a pound note political melt. Yeah? Go and do your research on him. Go and find out what he's all about. You'll soon not want to speak to someone like that. Yeah? I can't stand him, bruv. Yeah? He was sent there to do that. They always send them out. But the one I want to hear from is fucking Egbali. That's who I want to hear from. Yeah? I want to hear from that one. But he's too pussy to go to the camera and speak. This is my problem. I've got a serious problem with this. I know they've all got an agenda on Roman. And when that book comes out, I want to hear what that book's got to say. Because I'm going to listen to the book. I'm going to listen to that book. Yeah? That was taking the absolute piss. He let you know he don't know about football and doesn't care about football. He's let you know that they're going in that dressing room. He's trying to big up their yes man, their third gaffer, who's out of his depth. And on one on a nutsack might get Champions League football. And by the way, the one manager that everyone's calling and can't stand because he's gone against supporters will be here for next season. And they're not going to sack him. And they're not going to sack the directors. And you're going to prolong the whole thing. And do you know what? I'm ready to go again. I'm ready to go again. Because this is not the standards at this football club. They're in the gutter. Leave the man alone, he says. He's 90 years old. Well, what's he getting involved with Chelsea for then? What's he in front of the camera for then? He's got enough money. Why does he want the money at Chelsea as well? Because he's a greedy vampire and he's done it out of personal vendetta. Because he hates Roman. That's why he's done it. So no, don't go easy on the 90-year-old. Don't go easy on him, bruv. Yeah? No chance, mate. No chance. He said he's given his 5% stake of Chelsea to his grandkids. And he said, I'm giving you 5% of Chelsea. He said, what's that? Is that a shop? What is Chelsea? They don't even know what it is. They don't even know football. They don't know what they bought. Truth hurts. Receipts I got. And people go, fair play to the guy. Fair play. Fuck that fair play. What's all this fair play? Why has everyone gone soft? Or do they not know that what I've shown? Do they not know that he can't stand Roman? Does Alex not know that? Did Alex not know that? Maybe he didn't know that. Maybe if he knew that, he wouldn't act the way he did. Don't know. I fucking well know it. I know Barley told us publicly that the club wasn't very well managed on a sporting, financial and data level. Yeah? Mocking Roman. Careful what you support. See, I support Chelsea. I support my club. I do not support this ownership. I'll never support them. I will never support them. Never. You'll never get me praising them, ever. They'll never get my approval, and they'll never get my applause. Oh dear. Too many just not with it, bruv. Big up the Sergeant Min who says we need Eunice Talks technology. Yeah. Football Rant says, Johnny, you remind me of Claude from AFTV. Look at what he had to go through being an Arsenal supporter. It's similar to what we're going through now. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is what we're going through right now. Standards, PR nonsense, people overhyping mediocrity, delusion, not addressing the facts. The difference between me and all the others is these lot don't call out the ownership. None of these platforms call out the ownership. They're not like me. I do what Rude Hullet does. Goes to the top and calls it out. Says Chelsea's lost its DNA. There's no direction. The ownership don't know about the heritage of the football club. They don't care about the heritage. Why didn't he ask Wyss, right? Whatever his fucking name is, yeah, that fucking weirdo, yeah. Ask him. Ask him about Roman Abramovich. Can you bring the same level of success as Roman Abramovich to Chelsea Football Club? Wyss? Ekbali? Bowley? That's the fucking question we need to ask them. Are you going to deliver the trophies and success that we had under Roman Abramovich? Ask that question. Not what do we think about the game. Because I frankly don't give a fuck what they think about the game. They don't know the game of football. That's what we need to ask. So far, the answer is no, they're not. No, they're not. Big up Chelsea Empire says, win, lose or draw, it's blue coat out, keep landing it, Johnny. Facts, bruv. Wyss interview is staged, is clear as day. Chelsea TV is bought. Well, listen, I don't, is it scripted? Don't know. To me, I don't trust anyone anymore. I don't trust anyone. Don't trust anything what they say. Too many flip. Not me. No. Big up Brian. He says, here before Clown Lake, here after Clown Lake. 100%, bruv. 110%. Big up to I8, man. He says, this is the second time Chelsea Fan TV has seen an owner and acted a fool, yet he went to Talk Sport months ago and gave it all the big un. Now that the results seem good, he acts like a puss. And this is true. Because of a result, everyone's brown-nosing the ownership when they come across them. There was protests. Everyone's going on major platforms, calling the ownership out, calling the directors out, calling the manager out. Now there's none of that. That's because they are results-based driven with their agenda. That's what you call a flip-flop agenda. I am not results-based driven. I'm win, lose, draw, ownership out. That's why, no matter what, I keep it real. On the other hand, the others, like the Loch Ness Monster, bruv, eventually you see him fucking drowning, bruv. You don't see him. But now and again, they pop up because things are all gravy and we're getting all giddy. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. What are we doing? Everyone needs to man up. As much as we want to banter, you know, Liverpool and all that, they're fucking levels above us. They're absolute levels above us in all aspects. The manager's better. The fucking players are better. The mentality's better. They've just given Trent Arnold on a free transfer to Real Madrid. And it's like nothing. They'll go out in the market. You got Man United pipping our Jim Fraser from our academy that these lot exiled. All right, because they exiled our Cobham Academy and Neil Bath. Yes, have it right. And now they're being linked with Campos now. But we're not. So what are the standards here? What are the levels here? What's the intent here? Fucking wake up, man. What's wrong with people, bruv? They don't wake up. This geezer says here, you're completely contradictory, Johnny. You're not results-based driven, but your whole problem is the new owners won't deliver the same success as Roman. But what if they do and we win games then? But we ain't. But we ain't. We're 3 years in and we ain't. Look at the track record. Look how many transfer windows we've had. Look at the players you're buying. Look at the model. Look at the managers you're hiring. Look at the directors you've got at this football club. Look at the dross PR that comes out. Is that intent to win? Did Roman act like that? Because Roman's a born winner. Did Roman act like that? Does any other elite club run like this? Let's ask that question. Does any other elite club run how these lot are running? No. So how am I contradicting myself, mate? I ain't. You are. In fact, you are the type of supporters that live on false hope. I don't know what era you've come from. I come from the era pre-Roman. And even that had more intent than what we got now. Oh, but they spent a few billion. They spent a few quid. You know, let's give it some time. All right, cool. That 3 years is going to turn into 4 or 5 years. Right? 5 years. And what are we going to win? Are we going to win a Premier League? Are all the other teams around us going to capitulate? Are they all going to lose all their quality? And we're going to be unbelievable. Are the players we're buying staying long enough to build and gel and become a world-class team? Or are we selling and buying every season, every transfer window? Are we going to be in the Champions League to win it and compete in it? Are you telling me you look at Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich, all these teams, Inter Milan, we're going to steamroll these teams in the Champions League, yeah? Three years of this. 3 years. And what you're going to give me? Some fucking Tin Pot Conference League. Are you joking me right now? Are you joking me, bruv? Sad state. And I blame the online fan base. I blame YouTube accounts. I blame the journalists. It's where we are where we are. And because I fight against it, because I call it out, I become the enemy. I'll take that all day long. But do you know what the one thing is? I'm true. I'm true to what I say. I'm real about what I say. I'm not fucking deluded. And I don't buy into the PR. I go by eye test and what I see. If you're watching this and you think that we're going to go and win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, then you're a long way from fucking Starbucks, mate. Is that true, Sizzler? One of Wyss's grandkids is called Noah. Yeah. I bantered West Ham for winning the Conference League. I actually bantered them. Who gives a shit about it? For them, it's great. It's like the pinnacle. They've won a European trophy. For us, no, man. Come on, bruv. What are we doing here? Come on, bruv. Let's not be naive here, bruv. Let's be real about it. The reality is they won't sack Maresca. They'll say we've achieved what we've achieved. And even if we got Europa League, they'll say, oh, that's progression. All right, that'll be the PR. I want Champions League football. I want that. I want Champions League football. We are a Champions League club, right? But the reality will be this squad that can barely compete in the Premier League and the Conference League to play Premier League and Champions League, forget about it, bruv. It's going to be worse next year. It's going to be worse. You're not going to be able to rest Casado and Cole Palmer midweek in the Champions League like you can in the Conference League. That's what I'm scared of, because they're not going to go in the market and buy what we need. And we need some experience in this team. We need a fucking elite goalkeeper. You can't be going next year, Champions League football, with Sanchez in goal. I haven't seen that PR, but what's his name? Tom Bendovers for Blueco. I couldn't give a shit what that little melt says, yeah? And Vince, he blocked me. They both blocked me, funny enough. Vince is outright fucking bought by Barley. He's followed by Barley and he's subscribed by Barley. So whatever they say is outright ownership PR. They're the fucking problem. It's ones like that they're a problem. Why our club's in the state it is. And after a win against Liverpool, what if we didn't win against Liverpool? Then what? What, are they going to be PR in the ownership? Oh, they fuck. They won't go near it. But they will be going, trust the process. All the people that were hating on Maresca, they're hating on him now. And this is my point. You can't flip-flop like that. You're putting all the power in the ownership. You've got to be real. You've got to stand on business. These people don't stand on business. They're flaky. You know what I'm saying? You see, this is what it's all about, isn't it? It's all about, oh, will you admit you're wrong? Wrong about what? If we win trophies, are you going to admit that you were wrong about the ownership? But that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's all about for these people. I'm not wrong about the ownership. I'm not wrong about how they run the club. I'm not wrong about what they've done. I'm not wrong. They know I'm not wrong. I'm not shadow banned by these clowns for no reason. I'm not blocked by Egbali for no reason. I'm not blocked by Ornsteins and Matt Laws and all these journalists for no reason. I've not got agendas set on me by everyone for no reason. It's because they know who the fuck I am. And they know what I'm saying is real and true. And they want to keep me silent. I'm not going to stay silent. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's on their knees to buy Sancho now. Really? Really? Do you think they're going to pay the 300 grand a week for him to keep him? Or is Sancho going to cut his wages in half? Because he ain't going to be getting paid 300 grand a week. Sancho's not good enough. Majority of these players not good enough. But that's what they do, Tremaine. Yeah? They all speak on their second accounts, but they don't call it out on their main accounts because their main accounts are tapped into the brown envelope matrix. That in particular one there in the chat that you're calling out, the goldfish, that geezer, I absolutely destroyed. And he knows it. If you've got a direct relationship, a direct link, if you can message and call an owner at the club and directors at our football club, then what does that tell you? They're part of that agenda. They're not part of the supporter. They're not part of what's being real and true. They're fake. They're snakes. They're sellouts. And they're not Chelsea. So, to be honest with you, whatever these lots say, it means fuck all. It's got no substance. They're there to grow their platforms. They're there to make money off the club. And they are there to fucking allow this ownership to continue to bury us further. Bruv, they're all sellouts. They're all sellouts. They're not true. It's their career, mate. That's why. It's their career. That's why they say the stuff they say. That's why they get into little circles. That's why they want to do what they do. And, you know, they don't say it as it is. They're sellouts. They're not real. And that doesn't just go on Chelsea. That goes for Man United, Arsenal platforms, Liverpool platforms. A lot of them. A lot of them. And to be honest with you, I've had enough of it. So it is what it is. We move. Everyone smash that like button as well, if you haven't smashed it already. So Jamie Carragher's just come out and said, I still think Chelsea need other teams to drop points to get Champions League qualification. Oh, wow. Look at the mentality monster. The mentality monster Willie's here. Wow. So we're PRing. We've just beat Liverpool. And look, what do you know? Willie the mentality monster is all kitted up in Chelsea training gear. All smiles. All the PR. What do you know? How about that? How about that? Let's ask Willie, does he know who fucking Rude Hullet is? Yeah? He does look like Alexis Sanchez, I can't lie. He looks like Alexis Sanchez. Yeah? Mad. That's mad, isn't it? Already. We've heard about this guy, but we ain't seen him. And now he's here. Do not fear. Willie's here. Oh, mate, what a fucking shambles. We got John Terry, right? We got John Terry already at the club. But no, let's bring in ex-rugby player Willie to the bridge to instill mentality minerals. Maybe he got them all in the dressing room doing the hacker. Maybe. After the game, they're all celebrating. He got them all in the dressing room, fucking like that. All blacked out, like putting all their fucking shit on like commando. Trust me, bruv. Yeah, I can see it now. It makes sense. It makes absolute sense where we are now. It really does. What an embarrassment. So this is what Carragher's saying. I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong. Carragher is not wrong. Because if Forest do win tonight, and we haven't got a good record at Newcastle, we could quite easily lose to Newcastle. I mean, a draw would be a great result, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it is what it is. And, you know, I hope everyone's doing really, really well and good today. But none of us wanted to speak on Rude Hullet calling out the ownership, saying Chelsea have got no more DNA because our DNA is Blueco. Yeah? Not anyone called it out, bruv. No one called it out. Rude Hullet, GOAT, told us we ain't got our DNA. Just like Man United's DNA's gone. Fucking Arsenal's disappeared now. It's got Lego's DNA and he still ain't won nothing. Yeah? Trust me, bruv. Because everyone would do anything for pound notes. Mad. Absolute mad to me, bruv. So it is what it is. We are where we are. We know the deal. We've got we ain't got long. We're going to see what happens. Let's see what happens tonight with Crystal Palace. I mean, listen, we have to rely on clubs doing us a favour. We have to rely on Crystal Palace to spread their wings and fly like eagles, bruv, over the forest and shit on the forest. That's what we need, you know. I believe I can fly. I believe Blue Coal will take us high. I believe that we'll win trophies. And we're gonna win more than Don Roman did. You all are deluded. Because them brown envelopes keep flying in. You believe in PR. You believe in PR. You believe in PR. Fucking hell, bruv. What are we doing here, mate? Yeah? What are we doing here? It is a shambles, mate. Absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. No one knows who Rudel is. He's won Ballon d'Or as well, bruv. Ballon d'Or. What player's going to win Ballon d'Or under Blue Coat at Chelsea? To be fair, under Roman, did anyone win Ballon d'Or? No. Hazard could have. Hazard could have won Ballon d'Or if he was serious, bruv. He could have won it. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, he's back to life, back to reality. Brown envelopes are getting flying about all day long. Big up to everyone. Respect to everyone in here. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe. And let's see what more PR is going to come out our way. Swiss Daniel says, could you imagine Spurs somehow get a trophy and UCL are you winding me up? Also, why are we celebrating like we secured Champions League football? Mentality's in the bin. Well, it's not secure. They're celebrating like they've already qualified and they won it, and that is a worrying sign. And it's dead mentality as far as I'm concerned. And Spurs or Man U winning Europa League means they get Champions League football and they get a better trophy than we do. And they're in an absolute state where they're sitting 16th and 15th in the league. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about the state of our football club? Fuck me. Brown envelopes get in the bin, bruv. Let's have it right. But listen, big up to everyone in here. Put all your comments down below. Guni will be back again. He's had some issues. It's Guni, Interstellar Guni, bruv. And love to everyone who supports the channel, as always. If you haven't seen the review from yesterday, make sure you go and land a like on that as well. And listen, we move. Big game tonight. Let's see what happens. We need favours. We need favours. You know, we need those favours. So, as always, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to our Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. And no surrender mentality is always on here. And we win, lose or draw Blue Co out. Facts. And I'll leave you with our Don Roman, as we always do. That's where our standards will always remain. Salute to everyone. Keep winning life. Let's go.